from the back of the game, I rockin'.
Yellow wolves got that crack, boy.
In the woods with the SK, I'm cockin'.
You don't wanna play with that toy.
Dropping this heat like a
So, are y'all booming today? I hope so. TGIF, this is Authentic Epic Boom. Welcome for the first time. Nice to meet you. Tell me something about you. I want to hear from my subscribers how y'all doing. I love the connection, interconnection we have and the conversations we have. I appreciate each and every one of you guys subscribing to me. But I got a question for you. What type are you? You know what I mean by that? Because this video is titled, I don't need anybody to validate me. Yeah, I'm single. I'm single for a reason. I have options. I don't need anybody to validate me, meaning that just because a person looks a certain way, whether they're attractive or not, they have to be in a relationship. And that mind frame to me speaks volumes, because it's like, what are you saying? I can't be confident in being single. I just got to be with somebody? I don't think so. I don't live my life like that. I was born by myself and I'm gonna die by myself. And I'm independent. So with that, there's certain things that I want. What do you guys want? I don't want somebody that's wanting to rush into a relationship. Well, relationship nowadays means, the word fiance means boyfriend or girlfriend, and coming over to somebody's house, hanging out and having sex with them the first time we together. I don't do the U-Haul lesbian stuff. At one point in time in my 20s I did, but I don't do that anymore. That's just too much craziness. You live and you learn. But I have standards and I'm cool, and I'm really sustained with being single, because you know what? I don't want to deal with, I'm not going to say somebody's automatically cheating, but I want to deal with that. I don't want to deal with, it's so much what comes with dating. It's not even dating anymore. It's, let's talk on the phone, meet up right away. You don't want to come see me out of state or come over here right now, I want to talk to you. Or it's this drastic neediness. It's people that are not on a medication, bipolar to be exact. And some other, mental issues. And if you have those, as long as you're taking your medication, I pray that you're cool. But I just don't want to deal with that. I don't want to deal with users. I don't want to deal with people that can't tell me the truth, that can't be invested in me like I'm invested in them. And I just feel like, with that being said, you get tired of trying to meet people that don't know what they want. They say what they want, and then when they get it, they sabotage it. Now, don't get me wrong, nobody's perfect. We all get comfortable in relationships sometimes, and you stop doing what you want. But I don't want to have to go through no neglect. Been there with that already. I don't want to go through wondering what's going on. I should be confident in me and you. I'm going to do what I got to do. I don't believe in cheating. I'm going to tell you what it is. And if you don't change it, I'm going to leave you alone. I'm too old to be cheating on somebody. It's just too much that's involved in life and diseases to just be out there. And there's so many vampire ass females and guys out there just want to suck somebody dry. It's a chemical imbalance of neediness. I gotta be with somebody. You ever met a friend or had a friend or a family member? I know somebody that I call my play auntie, and since I was a kid, this woman has never, that I can remember, never ever been single. What's wrong with being single and getting to know you again? What's wrong with, going through every phase of a bad relationship, like the hurt, the pain? Just go through it. Sometimes we need to go, sorry about that, you guys. We need to go through things and learn and reflect back on it, not hop into something else. And I'm too old to be on the rebound. I don't do that, because guess what? You gonna get hurt, not me. But why take somebody through that when I just consciously know what it is? Why do that? I don't need to be with somebody else and take that old baggage into a new relationship or a situation and create more toxicity. No, thank you. And no, I'm not settling. I want what I want. And I hope you want what you want. And sometimes that means getting to know you again. Like I said, reflecting and being able to say, you know what? These are the mistakes I made. This is how I learned. Going through all that pain, when you're eventually able to breathe again. Like Toni Braxton said in her song, Still Breathing. When you reflect and you look at this as a whole of what mistakes you made, they made, you know what you want better now for you. And there's certain things you're going to be willing to still deal with or not so much. So I'm a person that's like a sponge. I'm constantly evolving. I'm not perfect, but I want to learn from you guys, and I hope you guys learn from me, and we create the aha moments in life. It's not about just being with somebody just to say I'm in a relationship. I'm so sick of hearing that. I think that's some pathetic stuff that people do. You're not happy, but you just say, hey, I got a man, or hey, I got a woman. when you know you can't be confident in them words. You giving them the side eye because you just rather be with somebody and you can't be alone. Well, I'm not that kind of person. Don't need anybody to validate me. In that you create you create this uncomfortability for yourself because you're not happy, you're sad, you're miserable. And it's like, I know even in the past I've said, I'm gonna stay in this relationship because it could be worse. To me, that's self-sabotage because you don't want to be alone. I've been there. I can be alone, but do you want to try with a new person? Sometimes that's worse, sometimes it's better. Trying to date off a dating site, I got horror stories. Next time though. Have you asked yourself what you can bring to the table? Or have you noticed that people come around that can't bring anything to the table, but they steadily asking, they expecting from you? They're like a teenager. You got your own place, I got my own place, right? But they don't have their own place. So what am I? The clubhouse? I'm not the Starbucks hangout spot. Look, Starbucks is my crack. I drink it, but that's it. I'm not trying to just go to somebody else and hang out because I don't have no place to live. I'm not trying to better myself. I'm just procrastinating, sitting at home, smoking my weed all day long, and that's my life. I don't want that kind of person. I don't want somebody that's constantly drinking. That's just me. I just want better for me. You know what I mean? I'm not asking to date my twin. My twin's my mama, so I'm definitely not asking that. I'm just saying the same values and mind frame that we can build together. And we have, a place in life we're trying to reach, a future, and we have goals and an agenda we created ourselves, a future circular board, like a Pinterest board, what we're trying to establish in life, what we're trying to do for ourselves, as well as being in a relationship. Whether it's family, trying to have kids and stuff like that. Well, you guys, I'll talk about that another time because I can't have kids. I need hysterectomy. Very sad, but I feel like there's too many levels to be in a relationship. Relationships can be really good, but then they can be really bad. They can be really, really horrible, but it's like nowadays, if you can't do for them, they come out from the woodwork after 2 minutes asking, can they come over? Or can I have some money? Or the ones, oh, I'm single, but they got girlfriends, dudes in the cut. Or, oh, I'm pregnant, but, oh, I'm gay. Or whatever the case may be. Or they're taking a break from their relationship. And guess what? They forgot to tell you that. Ain't that some shit? I guess that's some information you would need to know, because I would need to know something like that. So my thing is, I don't need anybody to validate me. I'm working on me. I'm content with being single and not having nobody to get on my nerves. You know what I mean? When somebody gets on my nerves, I want to love them, and I want them to be able to love me. And I love hard. I want somebody to be able to pretty much respect how I feel. I respect how they feel. If we can't be together, we can be cool and be admirable and just not go through all this unnecessary stuff when it comes to a breakup. I don't want to have to break up with somebody and feel like they're going to kill me. It's too much of that going on. I watch a lot of ID, y'all. Who the fuck did I marry? I'm sorry, who the bleep did I marry? You know what I mean? Web of lies. Those kind of things happen. You break up with somebody and they can't deal with it. So they feel like, if I can't have you, nobody can. And they'll do something to you, your kids. So you got to worry about that. Are people putting out your information out there? So it's so much invested. I just feel like they're great relationships. Don't get me wrong. But there are tumultuous ones. And a lot of us have had very, very bad examples of relationships. I know I have from growing up. And I don't want to be in somebody. I'm not going to be in somebody. I'd rather leave you alone. Why can't we be able to think better and want better for ourselves? There's nothing wrong with that. But you know what? I'm strong. So are you. And no matter what, at the end of the day, we got us. And when the right person comes along with some value, some mind, and a damn backbone, they strong, they got a lot going for themselves too, and they love as hard as we do, and we appreciate it, we'll get in a relationship. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to me. I'm talking to everybody. But I'll be damned to keep lowering my standards, and guess what? I'm going to put my hand up. Anybody else? I'm guilty of that. I have lowered my standards too many times to give people chances, or just not thinking. Or thinking about things on a different extent because I'm lonely. Not there anymore. So glad. I don't need nobody to validate me, and neither do you. A person's supposed to add to your life, not take away from it. And on that note, Authentic Epic Boom is gone. Like, share, and subscribe. Please, people, leave me a comment. Tell me what's going on in your life. Give me some of your stories, and I'll get back to you soon. I love talking to you guys and connecting to you guys, so I will talk to you very, very soon. As in tomorrow. All right. Like, share, and subscribe. Make sure to tell me, like I said, about you. I'm not here to just talk about me. We're here to connect and make some friendships and learn from each other, people. So when somebody asks you something stupid like, oh, why are you by yourself? Say, because you can be. There it is. And how about it's none of their business? Tell them to look your uterus. Yeah, I said that. Tell them to look your uterus. That'll give them something to think about. Like, huh? What she just say? That'll have them in their mind and all scrambled, and they'll be out of your business. How about that? I'm very creative when it comes to my mouth. Real slick with it. You guys will find out. I love talking to each and every one of you guys. I would love to hear more. I'm sorry, I'm moving this phone too much. I would love to hear from you guys. This is a longer video. I was told I need to do a longer video, and I don't mind hearing some corrective criticism. I love you guys, and see you soon.
Out cruising.